Notice this moment like a small aperture opening in a dense night sky. Right away, an offered practice to calm the nervous system, sharpen focus, and anchor an expanded state of presence daily. By watching, a simple breath protocol and the quantum-sourced perspective behind it will be shared, plus practical cues for morning, midday, and when stress arrives. Expect physiology, attention, and awareness to align into a single coherent field. Breathe here with me now as the first step toward that coherence. Breath acts as a bridge between the biochemistry of the body and the geometry of attention. It modulates heart rate, shifts vagal tone, and sculpts neural rhythms. In physics language, it is a coupling mechanism, an interface where intention meets measurable change. This practice will use paced breath to shift the system from scattered to resonant, making attention a stable instrument. Let that possibility settle like a pebble at the bottom of a clear pool. Over days, a subtle set of shifts appears. Mornings become less reactive and more receptive. A rise in mental clarity that feels like removing fog. An expanded sense of presence that persists beyond the breath cycle. These are not metaphors, only physiology will show it. Steadier heart rhythms, easier focus, and a nervous system that learns to return to baseline with grace. Hold that as the intention for this session. This is an invitation to practice lightly but consistently daily micro-resets that ripple into larger transformations. The rest of the journey will teach a simple sequence: grounding, paced resonance, integrative breath, and an activation that links intention to experience. Begin by softening the body and allowing attention to arrive. Now move with me into the first practice of grounding. Begin seated or lying comfortably. Imagine settling like a lake at dawn, the surface smoothing as wind calms. Feel the weight of the body meeting support. Eyes may close or soften. Let attention scan from crown to soles, welcoming each sensation without judgment. This grounding primes the nervous system to receive paced breathing in a stable field. A gentle metronome for attention. Inhale for 4 counts, hold 2. Exhale for 4, hold 2. This simple box rhythm synchronizes heart and breath and is beginner-friendly, like tuning an instrument to a reference pitch. Try 3 rounds silently, feeling the rise and fall as an oscillation that organizes internal noise into a steady rhythm. Notice the slight gap between inhale and exhale space that creates clarity. Now shift into resonance mode. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. Let the exhale be soft yet purposeful, like releasing a string on an instrument. This breath length often lands close to the body's natural resonant frequency, strengthening vagal tone and amplifying calm. Do 5 cycles while tracking the inner landscape. Notice how attention sharpens like a lens, focusing light into a clear point. Create a micro-anchor, a short phrase or image linked to this breath quality, steady, or a calm horizon. Each time the mind wanders in future moments, this anchor reactivates the same physiological state. Practice this anchor twice now, breathing resonance into the word or image, and feel the system learn a new, accessible baseline. Allow small movements, soft shoulders, a gentle sigh on the exhale to integrate breath and body. This enacts a lesson. Inner coherence is felt, not forced. The instruction now is to carry this rhythm into daily moments, using 3 resonance breaths before meetings, study sessions, or moments of overwhelm. With that, step deeper into how this practice connects with quantum principles. Attention behaves like a spotlight in a quantum field. Where it lands, possibilities condense into experience. Breath becomes the hand that shapes that spotlight, altering the probability of inner states. By aligning breath and attention, the system narrows potential outcomes toward clarity, calm, and decisive action. This is neither wishful thinking nor mysticism. It's a practical reframing of intention within a responsive physiology. Coherence is measurable. Synchronized heart rhythms, steady breathing patterns, and focused neural oscillations. In this coherence, small inputs produce larger outputs like a tuned antenna receiving a faint signal. The breath protocol creates that tuning. Think of it as reducing internal noise so subtler insights can be heard. Pause here and imagine internal coherence as a warm, concentrated glow. Studies show paced breathing influences heart rate variability and prefrontal cortex activity regions tied to attention and decision-making. When breath, heart, and brain align, the subjective experience of clarity is accompanied by objective markers. The aha lands when noticing that daily breath practice is a direct method to bias the system toward desired cognitive states. This is the meeting point of quantum observation and embodied practice. Here is the activation. 3 rounds of grounding breath, 6 rounds of resonance breath, inhale 6, exhale 6, and a closing integrative breath. Inhale deeply, hold briefly, exhale fully while visualizing clarity expanding outward. Each cycle intentionally links physiology to intention. With practice, the body will begin offering clarity proactively, making focused states more accessible across daily life. Keep that activation as the bridge into application. Manifestation reframed. It's not only desire, but the alignment of perception, physiology, and attention. When breath organizes the system, attention can hold a specific possibility with less distortion. Small, consistent practices bias outcomes by creating a stable field in which intention resonates. Make a mental note of one focused outcome to test this. No grand scripting needed. A clear intention will suffice as the next experiment. Embed the practice into 3 daily touchpoints: morning to prime clarity, midday to recenter, and evening to integrate the day. Morning primes attention for creative work, midday offers a reset for decision-making, and evening helps consolidate learning and reduce rumination. Each touchpoint need only be 3 to 7 minutes, small investments with compounding returns when repeated. Now, outline a simple morning routine to anchor the day. When tension spikes, pause, place a hand on the chest, take 2 elongated exhales of 6 counts each, then a resonance breath of 5 in, 5 out. This micro-protocol rapidly shifts sympathetic activation toward calm. Practice it now with deliberate intention, letting the breath carry the nervous system back into balance. Remember that small interventions repeated create resilience over time. Track simple markers. Minutes of focused work without distraction, the subjective sense of calm and sleep quality. A brief journaling prompt after practice, what felt clearer, creates feedback loops that accelerate learning. These small data points reveal how breath training sculpts the field of attention and supports long-term transformation. Capture one observation now and hold it as evidence of progress. Finish with a concise ritual: 3 grounding breaths, 6 resonance breaths, and 1 full integrative breath. On the final exhale, imagine clarity settling into the nervous system like a seed taking root. This ritual is portable, use before a meeting, creative session, or sleep. Let the breath be an ongoing friend, an accessible tool that aligns attention and invites presence. Today's protocol tunes nervous rhythm through grounding, resonance, and an activation sequence that aligns breath, heart, and attention. This alignment amplifies focus, clarifies perception, and sustains higher states of presence measurable in physiology and lived experience. Begin with small daily practices, use the micro resets during stress, and observe the subtle shifts. If this practice resonated, join the community, comment one change noticed, subscribe for guided sequences, and try the 3 touchpoint protocol tomorrow morning. Let this breathing practice become the quiet engine of a more coherent life.